to a timetable from 8:30 to 9, exactly 9. But we are not fault finding. Yeah? We are out to see how.
Morning once again.
Morning.
It is somehow difficult to come in after sister has spoken, but I hope I'll fit in her shoes. So as sister has said, we are here to do an accessibility audit for persons with disabilities. And as an institution, as a national council, we are mandated to do that. But as we speak, I would like it to be the information of you people that as a council we are still working on our tools. They are at a validation stage, so they are yet to be approved by the board for official use. That will say, yes, you've been still allowed just to share what is in stock as it waits approval, right? So when we talk of accessibility audit for persons with disability, we are looking at it holistically, putting in mind that we have various categories of persons with disabilities. So this disability touches the general environment, as I've just said, given the various categories. So we look at the general environment of the institution, then from there we move to the built environment. And when we say built environment, we start right from the road. This is like that is they're supposed to come to the school, sindio? Sasa tutaangalia kama anakuja kwanza shule yenyewe mahali iko. Kuna uwezekano wa gari kufika ama hata motorbike. Na ikifika kuna mahali inamshukisha. Is there a stage where anashukishwa kwanza? Tunaelewana? And is there even signage? Clear signage kuonyesha kwamba hii ndio shule mtoto inafaa fanye nini? Sorry, Kisema KIMAIT is the signage clearly there right from the gate. So we look at the built environment right from the gate, how accessible is from the gate to the class, and even to the head teacher's office. Before I go to class, I will go to the administration law. Video, basic admission. So we will look at the head teacher's office, how accessible, or the administration, let me call it administration. Then we will look at the facilities that this child is supposed to use. They're supposed to access the toilets, the playing ground. We look at that when we talk of the built environment. We will look at ramps. We will look at things like switches, doors. Si kuna dada anaweza fika mapema. Are they able to open the door by themselves? Ama they need help. We will also look at the size of the doors. How wide is the door so that a wheelchair user is able to do what? To access it by themselves. Then from the built environment, we also look at compliance of the institution to other laws in regards to disability. We have teachers. Are they trained in disability? Not really complete training, but sensitized or aware of disability. And then if we have a deaf child or even a deaf parent who has brought their child, is there availability of a sign language interpreter? Not really employed, but is the institution aware of one whom they can contact to come and enable communication, right? Do we have assistants who are available? If we have like a visual impaired parent, I refer to parent because if I'm a visually impaired parent, I have a right to treat my child in this school. So if I happen to be in this environment, are you able to have an assistant who will help me maneuver and be able to meet my objectives that brought me to the institution? We also look at leadership and governance. now we understand that the law is very clear that persons with disabilities should be given 5% representation, right? So we will look at the editor, those management, if we happen to have any person with disability represented in those positions. We'll narrow down to the teaching staff if we have them. Yeah. Back at the support staff, if you have complied with that, if your number of employed staff is 20 out of 20, how many are we looking at that have disability? So we do tenders. Ningependa kujua kama mlemavu alikufaidi within the community. Have you empowered persons with disability to serve those tenders? So it is holistic. Musiogope, as Sister just said, it is a work in progress. So we check, and then after we find the gaps, we sit together and agree. We know there are those that are immediate, there are those that are long term, but for new structures, we really encourage that they comply. Senior, and I think the examples now, this one, sit in India, it was done when? This one. Yes. 2020. Who has seen a mistake before I mentioned? Could I notice? If you were to have a wheelchair person joining us, and there was a figure, there is a challenge with the ramp, right? Yeah, so that is what we see, not that just ramp, but there are standards that is supposed to meet to the extent that this person can independently access without support. As it is, it can be aside you are with, which is too bad. They are advocating for their self-independence. So those are the key areas that we'll be looking at from my side. I request to usher in my colleague in terms of special needs education also.
Thank you, Madam. One more also for your exam. I think Madam has dealt so much with the laws and provisions governing persons with disability. As we are very much aware, disability is always accompanied by stigma. And sometimes we may actually want this to be brought on board for assessment, and they are not actually brought for assessment. Why? Because of stigma. Yeah. So you find some of these people are just hidden. They are just hidden somewhere. You don't access them, you don't actually meet them, some of them. And therefore, if somebody is not actually brought maybe to see by the stakeholders, nothing can be taken. So there's a lot of sensitization that is required. We require a lot of sensitization to the community, to schools, even in all forums. Actually, we might come across. Because of this, there's some kind of actually missing these learners, these children with disability. We need actually to get them in time so that we can do what we call early identification. We need to identify them in time, and after identifying them, we now go for early intervention. Early intervention. And this one is done through assessment. You need to see them She has also mentioned about this kind of tenders, this kind of other considerations. Actually, the persons with disability, unless we bring them out, so that they can be seen, so that they can be assisted, so that they can also be empowered in all areas. Otherwise, I want to say that with stigma, it calls for thorough sensitization. We need to sensitize all the stakeholders that actually can deal with these children, people with disability. Then we shall sensitize through forums, as I put it earlier. It can be in schools, can be in churches, can be all those forums where we meet. Otherwise, I have a colleague here whom I work with, Mr. Rafael Kiboli. It's unfortunate that maybe you have arrived a bit late, but you have actually gotten what I was talking about. Unless if you have something to add to that.
Thank you very much, my coordinator. I want to say I'm sorry I'm late. My name is Rafael Kiboli, Curriculum Support Officer in charge of special needs for Mula. But for now, I work with Mula and KIMAIT. Because KIMAIT have not received the CSO in charge of special needs. Otherwise, the way my colleague has said, I can say that outside there we have programs with special needs. I remember we had the meeting at Mula, and within that the same week, I had to go to a school called RC, and we were able to assess a learner who is deafblind. The learner has not had any form of assessment, has gone through several mitigation, but no intervention measures have been taken. So we have those learners we have them, and they are different. In fact, we have a group called Life Skills Promoters under UNICEF. They are working basically in line with learners with the visual impairment. We have had a learner at Tulumba Primary. It's now in grade 4. Visually impaired, and it developed slowly. It was low vision, and now it has gone to an extent of becoming total visual impairment. So the learner is a very good performer. He's proceeding to national in syllabus speaking. So he is now depending on oral, but visually he is there. But orally he's doing very good. So colleagues, as stakeholders, let us embrace this activity. let us work as a team. Let us reach out. Let them be assessed early, and let us place them the right placement. Let us make referrals. You know, we are very grateful as Bumula community because now the service is now at Bumula. So we should take it as a blessing on our side. So I don't want to take more because I came late and my words are spoken. I just want to say, let us work together to inherit this land with SME. Thank you. Maybe the boys from the schools. Huh? You have learners with special needs in the schools. You may ask. Maybe how many? From easy. So you have how many in easy? One. Which condition? Huh? So I think also we need more specification on the type of disability. So once you understand the learner, then it is easy for you to support the learner. So I think one of the activities this sister should be able. So we need this sensitization for the teachers, the heads of institutions, for them to understand these conditions, types of disabilities. So once you know the type of disability, then it is easy for you to support the child. Yes. So I think that one would be one of the activities. Maybe the interesting bit, I think we talked about the board of management. I think we have the board of management. Right? For you, we have two areas. ECD, you have a different board of management, and you have just one board of management for the entire school. You have one. Just have one. So the membership of the board of management, how many persons with disability in the board of management? That's too hard. We will not want to pick myself. So for this KIMAIT one, with which type of disability? Ours is physical. Like that. For you, sir, another school? Physical. Physical. The other school? The other school? Yes. See who to make that? So, three schools. All of them, they have one person in the board.
Yes.
But one with physical design. But she will be able to tell us we have several types of disabilities. But most of us, we are familiar with physical disability. Another question. We are just waiting for sister. So maybe what was the selection process of selecting that person?
It was my concern as well. How did you bring them on board?
What was the onboarding criteria?
Normally we are made in the Education Act, board confirmation of the boards of management.
Yes.
So there is a chapter, section that allows us to have a member of the representing the SME. So normally they are supposed to apply. But sometimes you find that around the school, maybe because of the education background, something supposed to be you may find that you may meet somebody from around within the territory of that school. So we are very forced to pick men from
Outside the world. So sometimes you are forced to pick.
sometimes yes, when conditions come high and you have not have someone in the board, that's normally what
So for you, sir, what was the process of
I think like Manima said, that the process.
also Madam mentioned of stigma. Sometimes you may have a member in the society that is mentally, challenged. But then, okay, if it is realized that that is the one who is coming on board, then the other members will say, we are not aware that if you don't, it creates that fear, then nobody will not come.
It is stigma and also fear of attached thoughts. Like for the deaf, I've been in a meeting where they were saying they will go for physical, because if they bring on board a deaf member, one, it will be an extra number. And I told them as per the law, the board member here is the person who is deaf. You understand? Not the sign language interpreter. The sign language interpreter is there just to offer support when it comes to communication. So your membership remains 8. If you are 8, you remain 8 with that deaf person. And this sign language interpreter will not be amended, will not be employed there permanently. They only come when you're having meetings. It is their right to your thoughts. I'm sorry to say, to say, from experience, these people are undefeated, and you have specific people from experience. And I would request through your office if you can have partnership, so that when these positions are vacant, person with disability as is being applied, we have them work with the various categories of disabilities. So very recently, the health department had advertised for the boards in all their sub-county health facilities, 11 positions. But we had CDs to qualified, minimum was certificate from the various categories. So if we can then adopt that approach, we have all the disabilities represented. As just mentioned, we have 7 main domains. So the main domains are physical, and under physical, economic, so many subcategories. Our amputated, our cerebral palsy, short stature, our tunawaita dwarf. They fall under physical. From physical, we go to deaf. So under deaf, hearing, we have hard of hearing. Ule anaweza ongea lakini hasikii. There are so many categories under deaf. From deaf, we go to mental and other developmental disabilities. We have autistic under there. We have chronic progressive. Kuna wale wanajua hivi ya kwamba siku hizi magonjwa yamekuwa mengi. Unakuwa na cancer at some point, one part of your body inatolewa, becomes non-functional. So chronic progressive has been classified as a major domain of disability. From chronic, we have macrofacial. Mostly meno and these deformations and faces, macrofacial. From macrofacial, we have speech. Because we think that 7, and we close it there. And each domain is on its own categories. And all of them have a right. As you just said, mental, there are those that are mental and they're on medication and very stable and they will execute mandates that are tasks that are assigned to them.
So let me just add, I think I was asking this question, and I think we know this thing, but I think the complaint has been, because maybe when you do that advertisement, you don't receive maybe more. So I think of what we have learned as we do our work, just maybe when we want to maybe onboard new board, just send out advertisements, maybe through our office, maybe through their office. Just give them time for them to apply. And also if they apply, because I know they have some, they have like some organizations that within the sub-county and the county, they have a leadership for persons with disability within the county. You can also reach out to them, and this is what we are doing as a school. Then you give them a challenge also, because see, the end of the video, we have a lot of work. Just give them instructions. When they apply, we invite them, tell them now we have received 6 applicants, come and also support you to select one. So once they select one, also they also write, say that as part of the disability in the county, we have maybe suggest that unpicking them. Because also there's those feelings that most of them happen to me, that most of them just carrying mother. Yes. So there's a situation. So I think at the end of the institution, to avoid those back and forth with persons with disability, I think maybe next time involve the office and then maybe here office. So I think also another thing, just one second. Is it possible that we can incorporate learners with special needs in our regular schools? What is our feeling? Is it doable? That's honest feeling. Is it doable? Huh? Like our lead, where are the teachers? Where are the classmates? Those who are teaching. So is it possible? Is it doable? Let us be honest.
What is your take? Actually, we have another thing that as we speak today, we have integrated.
I think the beauty of this meeting, we are just discussing.
Yes.
Because you can have fear as the teacher. Because I am interacting with the teacher. Okay, let me tell you the teacher what to say. Okay, they are so the teacher, the feeling is like an extra work. That's the only way. The teachers, some teachers feel like an extra work. So also, the other conversation teachers are having, there are those teachers who have done special needs. They are given some allowance. Kuna allowance. Yes. So the feeling is that there are some teachers who are given this allowance who have done special needs. But also they are feeling an extra work to them. Because these learners with special needs require very extra time. They are not time takers. So you need also to take time with them. Take them through the small concepts. You are teaching numbers, for them they take time to recognize. So then you have to take time to be there. So I think that also they say teaching is a calling. Remember that saying, teaching is a calling. So also if you have to support learners with special needs, also is an extra calling. Because another experience I've been, you find out the teacher with special needs in a school, in charge of special needs. And I'm going to say, Madam Leah. Madam Leah, you wait for your teacher. This one, wait for your teacher. So that's what we do in our school. So then how do we ensure that we're able to support every teacher in our institution so that we're able to support? Also the transition. Are they progressing from one level to another? Are they progressing from PP2 to grade 1? Are they progressing from grade 6 to grade 7? Are they progressing from grade 9 to senior? So also as we discuss the issues of learning with special needs, also they have to progress. Are they participating? You are happy? Let me ask, so how many learners do you have with special needs in your school? How many?
That's why we normally go for physical.
Yes.
Those are the ones who are easily identifiable. But for example, in this school,
Yes.
we are having some cases
Yes.
that we fail to place them.
Yes.
Like I've got a boy in grade 1
Yes.
who has been having some issues with sickle cell.
Yes.
To an extent that now he has been affected so much. He has initiated, he has a protruding stomach, and every time when you see him, he can't cope with the normal school routine. So as a teacher, I can't for now obviously say, is it now a case of special needs or is it just a normal case that has been affected by maybe some ailments? So we may be having them, but because we're not trained to assess and place, we can't maybe ascertain, but we have them.
Oh, it's okay.
It's about since the grains are there. Yeah. And the tongue is rotten.
Yes.
They are there.
Na hiyo kitoka sasa mtakumbuka hizo rangi.
huku na huku.
Yeah. That's on the front.
So walitoka tu, walitoka.
No, we have like needs ya mlango kufunguka. I think so. Ya mlango kufunga na kufunguka. Ya mlango. We have from the policy and the school has a basic facility for a normal school. We have also found out that this for the ACP, the one there are classrooms. Classrooms are available with some furniture for children. Buildings exist across the school. There are playground, there are rooms, there are even sunshine facilities like any other ordinary school. But maybe to go to our area of interest, maybe a little change, a little adjustment will be done in the following areas. Right at the gate, we have the signpost of the school, giving us the name of the school, the mission, vision, and other details, but there's nothing to indicate that this school can take care of special needs children. So we were thinking maybe a special signpost we should put around the gate, indicating the presence of services of special needs education children. Then we started thinking about if there are visitors coming to this school, visitors coming, maybe using vehicles or motorcycles, then we just noticed that at the gate there's no special place where these vehicles can park. Like if they are to park, then they need to park from outside, and if they park outside, there's already the road, so there goes obstruction. So we were thinking if the school can work on its way to create a small parking area for vehicles that will be bringing in our special needs children, so that it parks, the children disembark, then maybe get on their wheelchair or whichever other means to now access the school. In this school, near the gate, there's a shade, and we were informed it's a waiting bay for visitors. We were glad that waiting place, that shade has a ramp, so that if a person will be coming to this school and they have to wait before they are served, given service in the school, they can be able to access that place. They can come in, sit there, because they're sitting in a sitting place as they wait. And then as we went around the school facilities, the office of the head of institution is a good office. It has facilities. It even has enough space such that if a visitor is coming, especially one on a wheelchair, they can be able to reach up to the place, the desk or the table where the HOI sits. Only a small challenge. We noticed that there's a step from the pavement to the veranda is
that space may not be enough for that wheelchair to pass properly, but that is easy because it is possible for the sewing machine obstructing, for the sewing machine to be moved away so that someone can access his office on a wheelchair. Other offices, senior teacher, deputy, is the same small challenge of accessibility for lack of ramps. We have brought the attention of the school to such. And then when we went to the classrooms, the grade 1 classrooms are available, they are big, children are inside, but again, it is not possible for someone on a wheelchair, for someone using crutches to comfortably get home. I think there is a lot of adjustment that needs to be done in the classroom area. In terms of the children, today we were told that children in grade 2 who are suspected to be special needs, an assessment has not been done. One of them was present, one was not present. In grade 1, there is a child suspected to be also special needs, but probably just in terms of being malnourished, no physical thing, but because of malnourishment and lack of inadequate food in their formative stages or ages, they seem to be having a challenge. So we were thinking if an assessment can be arranged so that these children can be properly placed. Otherwise, the school is a big school with over 1,000 children. Big school is over 30 teachers. And I think if one or two things can be done in terms of our recommendations, it can be a suitable place for this program.